Hello everybody, welcome to Godavari municipality here in the outskirts of Kathmandu in Nepal for the start of the 50-kilometer race here at 7 a.m. So that's in about 15 minutes. The start takes place on the course of the 100 miles because, as we said yesterday, the 100 miles course is one big loop on the Kathmandu Valley Rim, and the 50k basically starts along the way there, 50 kilometers before the finish. This is the course map and profile. As you can see, after the start here, the runners will immediately go up, and we were told it's actually a very steep climb towards Nalu. 50 kilometers, and we have the reigning Asia Trailmaster champion in the women's category here in the starting field, and that is of course Priya Rai. Priya will be competing for the first time this season since she won the ATM title in Borneo TMBT Malaysia last year in September. It's been a bit of a rocky week for Priya. Apparently she was sick early in the week, including some fever, but she feels good enough to take the start today. She also feels better since yesterday, she said. It will be important to feel good because Priya has some competition here this morning from the Jumla-based runner Rajma Laxi Rawal. Apologies if I mispronounce the name. Rajma is the winner of Malnat Ultra in India in November, so she already has a victory in her bag, but most importantly she is very keen on qualifying for the ATM final this year, which will of course take place in Vietnam, Mukang Chai Ultra Trail, 4th of October. Rajma Laxmi Rawal is only 20 years old. Priya is not much older, so it's really amazing how strong these Nepalese women are. We hope to have a word with her before the start, but we can see that she's warming up. Before I continue, I will also mention that the connectivity here is a little bit sketchy here at this venue, at this start location, so apologies if this live stream gets interrupted. We will be uploading the full video, of course, as soon as we can after the start. Here we have one of the Filipino runners from Davao. He's an upcoming talent as well. He's aiming for podium, he said earlier in the week, 2 days ago. Name is John Mahinai, if I'm not mistaken. He's also doing his warm-up. We will not disturb him yet. Here we have from the Singapore runners, we have Lemchi, Nancy. How are you doing, Lemchi?
I'm good. Very cold here. Okay.
Exactly, quite cold, Lemchi. 3 weeks ago we had the Nine Dragons in Hong Kong, right? And you finished. So how was that? Have you recovered from that tough race?
I'm fully recovered already. Yeah, that is a very tough race, Nine Dragon. I miss it a lot.
You're known as a grandmaster runner, so now you're doing the 50k. What is the reason for that?
I just want to enjoy the Nepal experience here. So I'm not planning the big one because the next one I have a big one in the Japan. Okay.
All right, all the best, Lemchi. See you. That was Lemchi from Singapore. We have quite a few Singaporean runners here. We also have Joy Sim in the women's race. She can also challenge for podium. Who knows? Will be tough, but because there's a lot of Nepalese runners here who will be trying to make a name for themselves in today's Manjusri trail race, 50 kilometers. Priya Rai is there in the background warming up. For those who are wondering, Rashida Tamang, the 2023 Asia Trailmaster champion, she decided to change category and she's running already. She's on the 100-kilometer race that started last night at 8 p.m. That's not a points race for the championship ranking, but for Rashida that is not really that important because as a former champion, as you know, she can just get a wild card by finishing 2 ATM races during the season. We were told that she's leading the women's race, by the way, Rashida. Vinci Rajang there, also from Singapore, in her second ATM race of the season. So that could also be a good step forward already in her attempt to qualify again for Team Singapore in the ATM final this year. She was already there once or twice, at least she was there in Sixorogo Lawo Ultra. Then we also have Joy Sim, Renton Yap, also Grandmaster. Also in the field, trying to locate him, is Lokendra Rai. He was also in Team Nepal at the ATM final in 2024 Borneo TMBT. He was among the runners who had a very fast start, but then found the heat, the humidity, a little bit too much for their liking, and he dropped down the leaderboard, but he still finished, if I'm not mistaken, just outside of the top 10. Lokendra Rai, let's see what he can do on the 50k edition. That should suit him better, considering also his young age. Also, Lokendra Rai is one of these youngsters, but the top favorite is arguably Man Kumar. Man Kumar, also very young and very keen to make a name in Asia Trailmaster for himself. He told me he wants to be there at the final. There is Lokendra Rai, also wearing with the blue T8 shirt. He's also getting some taping done apparently still, so maybe carrying a small injury. Lokendra Rai, I was talking about Man Kumar. We also have Casey Tan here from NAC Nutrition, Sportlicious Malaysia. Scott also. I'm trying to get a glimpse also of Rachma. I think she's probably also warming up somewhere. These are some of the other runners from Jumla in the west of Nepal. Once again, we will have the Jumla Rara Ultra Marathon in May, also as the second Nepali points race in our championship series. So for the Nepali runners, these two races are very important. Here's Man Kumar, with the new normal shirt. Have a quick word. Man Kumar, we are live on the Asia Trailmaster. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling very good. At that year I will participate 50 kilometer. Last year I will 100 kilometer I will win. Then at that year I will 50 kilometer because the 100 miler and 50 kilometer it's Asian Trail Master qualifier. Then I will running in 50 kilometer. All the best wishes, and I will do my best in today.
Wonderful. Man Kumar, who do you think will be your biggest competitor today?
Today's my biggest competitor is Tribhuvan Army Club, Nepal Army, like Homlal and Tilak Bahadur Sunar and Dhiraj Budamagar are my biggest competitors. But I will do my best.
All right, all the best, Man Kumar.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So that was Man Kumar. He won the 100 kilometer race here last year, as he was also saying. Here we have Lokendra. We are a few minutes before the start, so runners already be calling to the starting line. Let me see if I can still get Priya to talk to us briefly. She's way over there at the football field. Might be difficult. Let's see. What's going on in the 100 miles? Quick updates. So Arjun Raikolung and Ramesh Limbu are together, is the latest report that we have. After Arjun decided to take a nap in the middle of the night. Probably a smart move. I think he also did it last year. So the two are back together, and 1 hour later in third place we now have BJ. So BJ overtook apparently Milan Kulang Rai, who was running in third place most of yesterday. The women's race is Nirmala Rai leading still from the start actually. Anita Rai is not having a great race. It is not 100% clear whether she is still in the race. In fact, Angfurba Sharpa took over second position yesterday evening already. And we have no update on Anita Rai, but that also means there is no update of any potential DNF. So let's say that Anita is still in the third place. Maybe we can have a quick word with John. Also here, one of the other Filipino runners. John, great to see you here in Nepal. We're live on Asia Trailmaster Facebook and YouTube. This is your first race in Nepal, and I think it's also your first ATM points race, but you have great ambitions.
Today morning is I raced the mountain in Nepal, so very excited, and then enjoying the mountain race.
2 days ago you mentioned you're going for the podium today, so you're very confident you can do a great result.
No target podium, just enjoying the mountain and the race.
You won the Mount Apo 50 kilometers a couple of months ago. Yeah, and that's fueled your interest in Asia Trailmaster, and you will try to qualify for Team Pilipinas, I understand.
I hope to qualify, and then race target is championship.
Right, all the best, John. Yeah, cheers. So we have a couple of Filipino runners here in the field from Davao, I think most of them. And maybe a quick update. Doi Calbes, so the organizer of Vertical to Sky, organizer of, amongst others, the Punisher race in August. He's also still in the race. He had a very hard time getting to Nepal. Left on Tuesday from Davao, but he only arrived at 1 a.m. on Friday morning, literally 5-6 hours before the start of the 100 miles race. But he took the start in good spirits, and he's still in the race. A couple of the Malaysian runners, they have DNF'd, unfortunately. Among them some grandmasters like Lau Sin Young, 2-star grandmaster. Also Ben Seong Lee is out of the race. And 2 of the other Malaysian runners unfortunately did not make it. So far they DNF'd in the middle of the night. We have the Jumla runners there with Raja. I'm trying to get a bit closer. And there's also Priya. And also Mima Buddha. I believe her first name is Mima. So here we have in any case the top favorites of the women's race and also Man Kumar. Live on the Asia Trailmaster Facebook and YouTube, runners from Jumla with Rajma and of course here also Priya. Priya, maybe first with you, you're the champion after all. How are you feeling this morning because you were a bit sick earlier in the week?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday and day before yesterday, but I'm a little bit worried about my health because my throat is burning when I push, so I will try my best today.
You won this race last year. It was kind of a breakthrough performance for you last year. Now with your illness that bothered you a bit this week, do you think it will be difficult with Rachma also in the race?
I think it will be difficult if I push harder, but I will keep my pace. Yeah.
All right, all the best. Priya Rai, the Asia Trailmaster champion, also moving towards the starting line now. Incidentally, so yesterday in the live broadcast of the start, we mentioned that Nirmala Rai, who is leading the 100 miles race, is the sister of Priya. And this surprised even many local people, and apparently it is true. So Nirmala and Priya are blood sisters. So and both of them, they will try to qualify again for the Asia Trailmaster final, just like the Lintangans in Sabah then. So great to see 2 sisters. Some of the athletes here, the top athletes from Nepal, taking their warming up very seriously. There we also see Man Kumar. Incidentally, I don't know if you've noticed, but we are at the Christian Jesuit place here. The Manju Sri Trail Race, the first day yesterday was a big success. Everything has been going very well. It's a very tough race, of course, the 100 miles, so there have been a few DNFs already. We expect the DNF rate to be close to 50%. Runners are now getting to the starting line. Also just to mention that some of these Jumla runners, they're really young. Rachma is 20 years old, as I mentioned, and Mima Buddha is only 18. We have MC Sophie from Thailand, also made it to the starting line. Runners will be going up straight away. And we have been told by event director Jimmy that we will be able to go to the second checkpoint first of all. That's after 17 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken. It's called CP14. It is of course because it's the 100 miles point, and that checkpoint comes after the first climb and descent. So it's already quite well into the race, but we should already have an indication there as well about the competitive level of most of the runners. 2 minutes ago before the start. Kalpana Buddha. Here we have Rashma. Here we have Nimsang Limbo from India. There's quite a few runners from India as well in this race, and according to Shashwat Rao, who is in the top 10 at the moment of the 100 miles, some of these runners are very talented, so maybe we get to know some new names from India also this morning in the 50k. This is a tough 50k, by the way. I have not mentioned it. The elevation gain is also well over 3,000 meters, so it's a real mountain trail event. 40 seconds to the start now. Still no microphone for MC Sophie, so she has to use her voice to the full. Turn left. Yeah, MC just mentioned the runners have to go turn right, but actually it's left. Here we go. MTR 50 kilometer is on. Mankumar just passing through. We have Joyce Aim there as well. Vinci Rizeng. And off they go. It's going to be an exciting race. Very curious who will come out on top here and who we will get to know this morning. We will be back, as I mentioned, from the CP2 in this race after 17 kilometers. So that will be, I guess, in about 2 hours' time. I'm not sure if it will be live stream, but in any case, we will have the usual video uploads. Thank you for watching this live broadcast, and see you soon.